well, basically for everybody like watching the channel, this is the first interview of the channel. What we're doing is we're interviewing builders from all over the world, building cool products, because sometimes there are like hidden products all over the world, and we think this is something that's really good to share with other people who might find inspiration. Today we got Bakhtiyar. He's from Kazakhstan, and he's building a really cool tool to help everybody search better. So like you would say like, hey, this guy is building the next Google. Perhaps yes, perhaps not. We're going to find out right now. So Bakhtiyar, like how are you doing? Tell us a little bit more about yourself, like your background, where you're based, and so on.
So, hello, my name is Bakhtiyar. I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Kazakhstan, a city called Aktobe. I actually started building stuff recently, about a month ago. So I studied, I'm self-taught developer and learned developing from CS50 courses. So my first step, as Santiago said, is a search application, which simplifies the advanced search from Google. And you can make the queries in one search bar, and you can redirect another search systems like Bing and etc. And also niche websites called like Wolfram Alpha and Ecosia that's included too. So
I really like I'm a big fan of Wolfram Alpha, so I really like the idea of like having like the specific query for Wolfram Alpha, which is really hard to learn, and just type something in natural language and get the query out. I think that's a pretty cool idea. Did you start working on this project as something for yourself? Like, was this a problem? Because many times builders build something for other people, and sometimes they build for themselves. Which is the case?
So yeah, actually, this idea was from my pain point. As I said, I actually did agency work, and I needed to like search the customers and information about them. And the thing is, like, I had a search query like quote unquote and Gmail and etc. And I tried to automate it and eventually build it like not Scraper but the search, as I said. And you can like make the natural language query and you can do it, and it translates to you and redirects to advanced search with advanced search parameters to the Google and other search systems.
Okay,
so this is the personal.
That's a great start. You know, there's this essay by Paul Graham which says like, if you're interested in building stuff, like play around with things you're interested in, like that you know are a problem for yourself, because that's in many cases one of the best ways to start this. At least you're solving something for yourself. Like even if there are no other users in the world, you just made one user happy. And in most, like statistically speaking, there probably are going to be a lot of users that have kind of like the same problem. So I think that's a great starting point. Another interesting question. How long did it take you to build the MVP, and what tech stack are you using? Like you mentioned, you transitioned into software. You did CS50 like in MIT Online or in Harvard Online. But what tech stack are you using, and how long did it take to build?
So actually, like I started MVP and with the idea and played some searches and playground in OpenAI using OpenAI API, and after that I started like doing the interface, and eventually I built it in about 5 hours. So
that's pretty fast.
This is not big problem. For tech stack I used Next.js.
Okay.
And Next.js API routes and MongoDB.
Okay.
For a database.
And are you using for styling? Do you use Tailwind and to generate like what AI API are you using? Are you using Anthropic? Are you using OpenAI? Are you using Grok with the Llama model? What is it that what did you choose to use and why?
So currently I'm stuck in OpenAI API. For the styling I'm using Tailwind with Daisy UI. So this is the very fast, like looks like a bootstrap, but it's very cool. So for AI, I used OpenAI 4.0 Mini.
Okay.
So actually, 4.0 Mini much better than 4.0 with the outputs.
Yeah, the thing I find, I also use OpenAI in my projects. The thing I find is that sometimes it's quite slow, and users like they really want fast things. Like I remember when I used to work at Google, everybody said like, "Hey, we need to make like things super fast because users want things right now." And sometimes the only downside of the OpenAI API is that it can be slow, and users are kind of like, "Wait, you're waiting for the serverless function to call OpenAI to come back and then to come back to the user, and that sometimes takes a while. So sometimes I've heard lots of users also use Grok with a lot of success. So I think that's something worth trying out. Bakhtiyar, would you like to do a demo of what you're building? I think like that would be pretty cool for everybody watching.
So yeah, I can like demonstrate it. So let me see. Can you see it?
Let's see. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, actually I open it. So for example, we can like type the entire design
In New York,
in city. Yeah, for example, or you can say like any city out of the emails and phone. So and it's actually need to like process and redirect you to the query.
Okay, so now it's calling. You're calling the AP router next, and you're automatically redirected to Google in this case. But you could also say like I want to search in Bing, and you could be redirected to Bing. And this would be a tool.
Yeah.
I think like I'm gonna use it personally because like it sounds like a really cool tool to do like searches for potential customers, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's try it out. Let's say I want to find let's do a query like I'm interested in. Let's say I want to find small cafe owners in Miami. Like I think that would be something I'd be interested in finding out, and I'd like to find their phone numbers. Like would it help in that case? Because that's like a use case I personally have.
Yeah, it basically search in Google, so it makes the queries only, but it can not make the results, unfortunately.
No, but let's see what does it pop out. Like I think that's interesting.
Phone number in Miami.
Let's see. Like this could be like a really cool tool.
So yeah, let's go. So it didn't find it, but it suggests this.
No, but I've got a couple like cafes and things like. Well, this is a really cool tool.
Sorry,
like, this is something I personally use. I'm gonna like as soon as you. Is it live in production?
So it's currently in localhost.
Okay, it's still in localhost. I can still see like the Vercel icon and the you still need to use the meta tag to change the title and to change the mini icon. I like the logo, but I think it's a great tool. Like I'm gonna use it, and I'm hopeful like all the people using like watching this video will be able to see it and say like, hey, this is something like I could really use to find more customers and
like
to do different things.
So Santiago on LinkedIn. Can you say like your surname, please?
Yeah, my surname is Gegenschatz. It's quite complicated. But so let's see. Let's see what does it find.
Okay.
Like this is the don't Google yourself, Querative yourself. And I'm it didn't work. But this is how demos like if you put Santiago like you should find me. Yeah, there I am.
Yeah.
Okay, you found me. Great. That's where I started and everything. What I think is I'm gonna I think this is a great tool. I'm gonna like suggest it to other friends who are also searching things all the time. And as soon as you put it on production, let me know so that I can link it in the channel below. I think you can stop sharing the screen now. Yeah, like basically, I think this is like we didn't know each other with Bakhtiyar. Like I'm in Argentina, he's in Mongolia, and we found about each other like on the builder community around the internet. And I think this is kind of like the beautiful things about the internet. So if you like this video, let us know, comment below. I think like it's pretty cool, and I'm gonna try to keep meeting other builders around the world to see what cool things they are building.